So next showcase or the talk is from Dr. Srimathy Kesan, founder and CEO of Space Kidz India. Dr. Srimathy Kesan, she is leading in aerospace startup Space Kidz founder, pioneering in design, fabrication, and launch of small satellites, spacecrafts, and ground systems. Her goal is to provide economical and sustainable access to space to cater the needs of education, research, and industry. With 7+ years of experience, they have launched 18+ balloon sets, 2 suborbital payloads, and 3 orbiter satellites, which include world's smallest and lightest, which is Kalamsat, which was launched by NASA, and 3 other orbiter satellites, Kalamsat V2, SDSat, and finally the Azadi Sat by ISRO. So let's listen what Dr. Srimathy Kesan has to say.
Space Kidz India. We are an aerospace startup. We build satellites, nano satellites, and we also manufacture subsystems for the satellites. We also build the bus for the satellites. You want to build a satellite? Just have an idea. You can come to us. We will design the entire end-to-end service for you, and we will transport it to low Earth orbit. Isn't that very cool? Yes. But how did all this start? 10 years ago, a decade ago, yes, a decade ago, I was given the ambassador status to the NASA space camps. It all started off taking students from India, Dubai, Nigeria, from different parts of the world to NASA. It was to provide space education for them. First ever time in India. Almost about 3,500 children I was able to take. Then came in the European Space Center space camps, followed by the Russian space camps. So continuously taking children there for the space camps pushed me hard in thinking, why aren't we having a space research park here? And then touching the rockets and satellites got me so excited. I said, why don't we have a team here, build a team and build these satellites? Well, in 2015, all this was done from home. It was not officially a complete organizational setup. So from there, 2015, we launched the first ever high altitude balloon. The entire world took a look at us. And then today, we have about 18 high altitude balloon sats to our belt, of which one was launched in the African soil, from the African soil, Seychelles. And every mission was super successful. In fact, the recent one that we unfurled the flag above, at 30 kilometers, I should say, 30 kilometers near space, was a super hit and termed as the #1 celebration for the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Moving on from balloons, we have done 2 suborbital missions, of which one was through NASA. It was from competition, and we got a free space to fly our payload in that mission, which was called Kalamsat. Moving from suborbital, orbital missions started off in the year 2019. We launched our first satellite, Kalamsat V2. Subsequently, Satish Dhawan Sat in 2021, and now the Azadi Sat. Azadi Sat with 750 girl students running across the country from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari. 75 government schools and 750 girl students were involved in building the payload. Of course, the rest of the subsystems and the bus and everything was built by our team. So our customers are predominantly going to be the governments, industry, and of course, research scholars. Our vision and mission is to disrupt deep space, interplanetary missions, going to the moon, to Mars. We are going to be coming up with economical solutions to go to the moon and to the Mars.
I come from the land of temples, Tamil Nadu. But today, there is a sea change. Agnikul, which makes rockets, Space Kidz India, which makes satellites, Data Patterns, which makes components, Karthik Engineering, that makes radars for across the country, are all in Tamil Nadu. So if one state can do so much, imagine the entire country. It's a beautiful time to be in this niche industry called space. Commercially, I think India is looking at a $1 trillion economy. But beyond that, I would say that we need to start something at the lower level, which means to say at the grassroots level, which completely focuses on education, space education, and also one huge market of space tourism. Well, everybody is excited to post their pictures when they travel across the globe or across the country in their social media. And I think everybody is kind of getting bored of that travel. And we are looking at something beyond the horizon, that is space travel. So space travel is going to be the niche thing, and that is going to rule the world, I would say. Vayu Shastra and Vaimanika Shastra was predominantly, manuscripted from India. So I think we have to start that, restart that, revisit all our manuscripts, and we have to be working on space tourism. So going forward, I would look at a good, strong space tourism for our country, and on the other hand, a space research park for the students where they can experience first-hand space.
Thanks, Dr. Srimathy Kesan. Kalam said to Azadi said. It's quite an inspiring speech.